Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Fourze base states, and he is doing a weak-ass Uchu Kita pose. So let's go ahead and just get started, taking a look at the packaging, just because it's a pretty awesome looking packaging. It's done in all white, and you can see there's like actually an orange border that's similar to his suit design, and you can see it's like a white pixelated picture that's almost like, not like a holophone quality, but when you move it around it kind of moves in and out of vision, you can see, of Fourze. So it's Kamen Rider Fourze base states, description of Figuarts, Fourze logo, and then you've got this kind of star and planet thing going on in the front, which is just really cool. On the side it just says his name, carryover of the picture, more carryover of his name and the design from the box. On the back it shows him doing some of his poses and what you can do with the accessories as usual. This is Fourze base states, more about Figuarts, and then the numbers on the bottom. So just standard fare, but it's pretty neat design packaging. I like how we're getting some unique packaging going. As for accessories, he comes with 3 sets of hands, the 2 fists that I have on him, these kind of pointing, more relaxed hands, and then these like really relaxed hands. And then he comes with a alternate for his drill switch for when it's on, I believe. There we go, if I can get it to focus. You can see. Switch out with the driver, which I'll show. And then he comes with 2 modules. He comes with the rocket module, which I have to say is pretty well done. They did a really good job making it look good with orange paint, like all the black details. I'll compare it to the FMC series in a minute. Well, I guess whatever. Then the drill module right here. Once again, it looks pretty well done. I really like that they did this. So he comes with these 2, and the rest are being released in sets. There's module set 1 right now. There's a few that come with like his next states. I'm not really sure how they're going to go about that, but I'll get into that in a little while. Let's go ahead and take a look at the figure, which I have to say I am very pleased with. In fact, I enjoyed Fourze, the show, as much as I do the figure art. I just want to first of all start by saying I'm very happy. No QC issues like we've had in the past few years. Actually, let's go over the figure first, and then I'll go into a little ramble about that. Start with the head sculpt, very well done. The compound eyes look really beautiful. They look good for this black background of his face. The head sculpt is done very well. Nice proportions, really no mistakes. The antennas are done very well. You might want to be careful if you're like me and have a history of breaking some of your antennas. But very well done. Chest area, once again, very well done. Nice orange paint here with the gray and the white, looks very nice. Got his arms here, his circle button, nice orange color. Then you've got his square button in the black color, very nice. And then here's his driver, the Fourze driver. You can see you got the different modules here, rocket, launcher, drill, and radar. And then the blank screen here. Once again, they did a good job with individual detailings. And you can pull them all out to switch out the modules, which you will get in the other figures or sets. So I will quickly show. I took drill out, and you can switch it out to the other one. They don't come with an alternate one for rocket, which just appears to always be on. Personally, I would have preferred one for rocket, because in my mind it's more noticeable than drill, because drill just switches it like this, and who's really gonna know? But rockets is like lifted up, so I would just know more. But that's just a personal choice. I'm not sure how many alternates eventually they'll all include for on and off, but it's neat that they did it. The driver's painted pretty well. You even got the lever to work here, which is really neat. His legs, they're basically done in all white. You got his X and triangle buttons, so he's ready to play some PlayStation. And then the back here, just all bland. He's a pretty basic rider, design-wise, but they got his paint job done really nicely. Articulation-wise, you got a 360 ball joint here, swiveling here, elbow joint here, or double elbow joint, excuse me. It's a little bit hindered by the nature of his giant gauntlet-like arms. 360 ball joint at the leg, swiveling double knee joint, swiveling here at the foot, single toe joint here. Then you got swiveling at the waist and then at the chest up here. 360 head movement, up and down, ball joint, very well articulated. Now, this is what I wanted to say, was that for the past few years, when we get our new rider, whether it be Double or O's and now Fourze, we get the figure art announcement around November time, I believe, and then it comes out here in February. And that's a pretty decent amount of time, and you're still kind of a painful wait to get the figure. But when it comes out, it always seems to be rushed. Many of the double figures were plagued with loose leg problems. Some of the O's figures, Got to Kiribati being one, they were just not very well done. They had a decent amount of time. It seemed like they rushed them out. I was very disappointed. This time they did a great job. The paint is all very well done. No mistakes or nicks or anything like we had with Ra Tortov last year. No loose leg joints. All the joints are very tight. This is a very solid and well-made figure, and I'm really happy with Bandai for actually making this year the first figure art of this year's rider a well-done one, which gives me confidence for future forms using this mold. So I'm very pleased with it. Okay. So now what I'm going to show you is to switch out the modules. It's actually fairly easy. Just pull this whole gauntlet piece off and it comes out very easily. And then you just switch it with the rocket. Like I said before with the antennas, be careful because I noticed that I could get in a finagling position if I really needed or had to, and I would accidentally knock off one of his antennas. But so there you have the rocket. Looks pretty damn awesome on his arm if I do say so. It looks pretty sweet. One badass thing about Fourze, he punches people with a rocket. Same thing with the leg here, you just pull off the kind of gauntlet-y area and then stick on the leg. Line it up proper. Make sure it's on there. And then you got the drill, and you can do like a rocket drill kick, which I will be showing off in the review of the effect part set. So very cool. Fourze's finisher is pretty decent. And then you can remove these other parts too for later modules. It's compatible with later modules. It's kind of like an extremely advanced version of the FMC series. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly snap these back on. And since I actually have the figure for it, I'm going to be doing a quick comparison of this figure to the FMC series Fourze base states. Whoops. Actually, that's a funny idea. Sorry about that, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so set these out of the way. Clear these. Just get him, I think, I'm just getting in the pose I have the FMC series in right now. So here we have Figuarts Fourze, which you've been seeing. And now we have the FMC series Fourze. As you can see, they're pretty much the same height. This one almost appears to be a wee bit taller, actually. And as you can see, the quality difference is just incredible. I reviewed this guy, obviously, if you know my channel, and this isn't really a bad figure at all. I think they keep improving this line, but you can really tell the drastic differences once you get these two next to each other. The paint is obviously more refined. They didn't do too shabby of a job here, though. Obviously, you can see here the details in the belt are incomparable, and you can't switch out the modules or anything. This one rocket switches up, though, just saying. And then the details in the face. The compound eyes are, you have compound eyes on both. These are better, more accurate, and the antennas are just better done. These are like kind of actually glued onto it. You can see they're silver painted, and then they've got the clear piece glued onto it. If they had made these a little bit longer, it would have been nice. So as for recommending a Fourze figure, I definitely would say the Figuarts over this one, a much higher quality. These figures certainly aren't bad. This is more for a playability factor. I believe that this line style of FMC or OCC worked best in O's because it had the most playability I've seen in terms of the figures. But if you're looking to get all the modules, they're releasing like a special set with like it's like a clear, shiny version of this figure with all the modules. Because I'm not sure how they're going to do this. This comes with these two. There's more sets. Some come with more figures. There's probably a good chance they'll get all of them released. I'm not sure if, when, or how they're going to do it. But it could end up being more expensive for sure than this. So if you're just looking to have fun, I still think this is a good alternative, certainly. But definitely quality-wise, this one looks better. But I'm not disappointed with this purchase. I mean, it was still a decent enough figure, but the Figuarts just takes the cake. And if you're wanting all the modules and you can afford to get all of them in this form eventually, then definitely go for it. Or if you just want a few, then yeah, that's about it. So definitely a really great figure. Really love this figure. They did a great job on it. If you're a Fourze fan or just a fan of the design, definitely recommend you pick it up. They did a good job. Thanks to Bandai for finally getting a new rider's figure well done. So that about wraps it up. Until next time, make sure to check out writersragersrambles.com for token news in the craziest way possible. Of course, while you're there, head over to the Ramboards to discuss Kamen Rider Fourze or anything else Togu or nerd related. Till next time, this is Awesome Rider, signing out.